Welcome to this week's episode of the 3-Point Play. This week's sports focus, NBA's disappointing teams. We're about 15 games into the season now, and we're looking at teams and seeing how they're doing. I always have to the left of me the amazing Aaron, and to the right of me, the legendary Jordan. Guys, let's get into this. We're going to pick one team that we're disappointed right out of the gate. Jordan, start us off.
So my team is the Philadelphia 76ers.
What?
I know what you're thinking. Oh, they're not going to be good anyway. They won't. Obviously, they're not a championship team.
Right.
But before the season started, I expect them to be in the playoff contention at least. Seventh, 8th seed. Yes, shut up.
No. How?
Let him say I want to see Ben Simmons play with Joel Embiid and Jahlil Okafor coming off the bench, as also Noel starting, getting some steals and blocks.
Starting.
Yes, starting.
So
I want him as a starter. That lineup is a great lineup.
Jordan, let me tell you something. It's not like your fantasy team where you're going to win rebounds and then win the week. No, it's not working that way.
I understand.
You're going to lose. You're going to lose like that.
Wait.
Yeah.
They have no guards. They don't have anyone effective
They
besides
have
Embiid.
Joel Embiid.
That's it. And Okafor.
And Ben Simmons is nice.
So why is this
Simmons hasn't stepped on the NBA court yet. How's he nice?
Why is this disappointing?
It's a disappointment because I was disappointed to hear that he's out for 3 months. Maybe
This isn't about your disappointment. This is about as a league.
Nobody cares what you think.
So why'd you ask me?
No, but look at it. Like, Joel Embiid's having a great year. I honestly thought, it sucked for Philly because Ben Simmons was injured, and we all assumed that, Joel Embiid's going to do something silly again. But he's actually balling. Like, this is actually great for Philly fans. Why is this disappointing?
Trust the process.
Because
the process is balling.
Because I thought I was expecting an 8th seed from them.
How? How are you expecting an 8 seed? The East
Because
isn't that bad.
Do you see what Ben Simmons was doing before?
In the summer league?
Yes, in the summer league.
Against D-rated players?
He's a great passer.
Yeah.
And he can drive in.
He's not going to get you 100 points a game.
But it'll help contribute to the team.
What do you think Ben Simmons was going to average this year?
10 and 5 assists. 6
And
assists.
that's going to
10
make
points and
That's
5
the
straight.
difference maker.
Your number one pick is going to average 10 points, 5 assists, and make a contending
contention?
for 8th seed.
Yeah. It's the problem.
You're ridiculous.
Next.
You're just nuts.
I don't know how. How do we get? What do we go? What do we do from here?
You wait till next year.
Next year?
Yeah.
Oh God! All right, Aaron, let's pick a disappointing team.
I got the Pacers on my list of.
See, that's
What?
What?
all right. Take us through it.
They're not meshing.
Right.
They're not scoring well. Nate McMillan can't run this offense because he's only a defensive type of guy.
Yeah.
Plus, they're injured, and they're being very inconsistent on both ends of the court. They don't have enough. You thought on paper with that starting five of Teague, Ellis, George, Thaddeus Young, and Miles Turner, oh, yeah, they're going to get their buckets and they're going to push it, but they're not efficient.
Yeah.
They're not gelling right, and that's a little bit of a problem, especially since they want to be a top team. And they couldn't make noise later on in the season, but I think Pacer fans should be concerned right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you looked at the early playoff rankings before the season, it was either Toronto or Indiana at the second
everybody
spot.
was like saying they're going to be top 3, top 4.
Yeah, and when you do look at this team throughout it, it does look pretty amazing.
They had a very good, solid starting five. They
had a good team last
starting
year.
five based off how they play.
Every single one of them is overrated completely. Miles Turner's way overrated.
What?
Just because he puts a steal and a block or something
No,
like that.
that's not what I'm getting at, Jordan.
Yeah.
I'm saying
He's a rookie.
Doesn't
on
matter.
paper, they look
you
like they
think
were
he's
going to
amazing?
gel
Second,
perfectly. Because you have a facilitating point guard.
Right.
The wings could shoot and score.
The wings cannot shoot.
Paul George and Monte Ellis can shoot.
Paul George shot like 41%.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but since you have a good facilitator, it's going to get him better shots. You also have Thaddeus Young, who could pick and pop from 18 feet out, and is efficient.
Thaddeus Young should not play power forward.
But he's a power
Mr.
forward.
Brooklyn Net, you're gonna tell me Thaddeus Young shouldn't play power forward?
He shouldn't.
He's a power forward in today's game, where especially the Pacers want to run the ball too. So those 5 could push the ball. You give Miles Turner the rebound, he gives it to Jeff Teague or Monte or Paul George. Those 4 are pushing because Thaddeus Young's going to run with them.
What do you think? This is the next Warriors team?
No, I didn't say
They're not
super
like that.
efficient. I said they're inefficient because they're not gelling. But on paper, you would think, oh, they're going to be a fast break team. They even came out and said that, but they're not even effective.
I think it's going to stay this way the whole year.
You think they're not going to be able to get it together?
Nope.
Do you think they're making the playoffs?
Eh.
I think they'll make the playoffs, though.
But Philly should have made 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
At this point.
Your logic is ridiculous.
My logic's clear.
Your logic can only be summed up by one word, and that's Jordan logic.
Wrong.
You forgot the hashtag.
Hashtag Jordan logic. All right, well, that'll conclude for us here. Those are just a couple of the teams that we think are disappointing to start off the season. As always, please tweet us, send us a subscribe, and let us know. What do you think in the comments? Do you think that the teams that we laid out for you are slightly disappointing starting the year? And hopefully, we see a turnaround. For Indiana, for Philadelphia, there's still time. Trust the process.
Teamwork make the dream work.
There we go. Have a good night.